I think people, in general, they overestimate the risks of speaking up and they underestimate the risks of staying silent. And that there's a real risks and costs to not speaking up that people overlook. My name is Andrew Hartz, and I'm the founder and president of the Open Therapy Institute. I connected as a grad student, and I felt like the environment in my training sites at the time was very stifling. And it was really just personal more than academic. It was to find a place where I could actually say what I felt and talk about things that I didn't feel I could talk about in my program, and try to connect to other people who had similar concerns. I'm a clinical psychologist, so I had a lot of psychotherapy placements in my graduate program. And I felt like there were a lot of patients who were pathologized or really misunderstood because of their beliefs. So it was one thing for me to say, I don't like being a grad student where I feel like I can't say what I want to. But it was a different thing to see patients judged and pathologized and misunderstood by the profession. I think politics really impacts everyone, not just in universities, but around the country. And political issues, obviously, they tear families apart, they end marriages, people are estranged, they move across the country, they quit jobs. People have really, really strong feelings about them. And that's exactly the type of thing that tends to be important in psychotherapy, but they're often not really talked about in training. So I think a lot of therapists avoid them, don't know how to deal with them, don't think about how these are impacting people. And so I think that the main focus at Open Therapy Institute is actually trying to document all the different ways that people are impacted by sociopolitical issues. After I finished my graduate program, I started writing as a Heterodox Academy writing fellow, and I wrote a lot of stuff that, I was very nervous about writing about, and I thought was going to be extremely controversial. It hasn't been. I haven't gotten a single piece of hate mail. I'm sure there are people that don't like what I write, but it's opened up new opportunities for me. I mean, to build the Open Therapy Institute, to meet other people, to do interesting work, to write other things. So for me, the more I've spoken up, the more it's opened. I have not had the backlash that I feared. And but if you speak in a way that's thoughtful and kind and constructive and balanced, I think people tend to have less backlash to what they're saying.